Hello YouTube, this is Thongger again. Today I will be playing as a Julia Romans against my opponent, Dante of Florence of the LOA clan, and he's playing as a Scipii. Right, I have brought 3 legionary cohorts, gold upgrades, and 1 legionary first cohort, gold upgrades on my legionary first cohorts on my right flank, where it would have been in real life to protect the vulnerable right flank of any army. I have 1 Hastati unit with the bronze defense upgrade to act as a throwaway unit, 2 auxiliar gold upgrades, 6 Roman archers, silver attack upgrades, and 4 legionary cav gold upgrades. So Dante, he's brought along 6 units of urban cohorts, 3 upgrades on them each, 5 units of Roman archers, 4 upgrades on them each, and ton of Praetorian Cavalry, 5 units in total with 2 upgrades on it. Seeing Dante's overloaded right wing, my left, I shift my 2 units of auxiliar spearmen to help out my legionary cav, and I shift 3 units of legionary cav to engage his Praetorian cav, while I leave 1 unit to act on my right flank to exploit any weakness. Right, so the archer duel has already begun. Dante will win the archer duel because his archers are superior, more heavily upgraded, and have better armor than mine, but I don't really care because legionary cohorts are bulletproof from the front. Not bulletproof, urbans are, but they're pretty tough, so I'm not too worried about taking arrow fire from my legionaries. Right, Dante has arranged a lot of his cav in what seems to be wedge formation, and I'm not a fan of wedge formation because it reduces the surface area of your charge and it just focuses the impact on one point. I don't really see the point in that, really. And it allows your cav to get enveloped easily by other. Alright, here I'm pushing my infantry forward. His urbans are on fire at will and they utterly decimate my front rank of Hastati. My legionnaires are out of range, but I'm not too worried about that because his men are using up all their precious pila. Right, yeah. Here Dante is shooting my legionary cav in the back. I've taken some losses. I'm going to charge my auxiliar spearman forward. He frontal charges in the spearman, loses a lot of cav. I lose a lot of auxiliar, but I'm not too worried. They can hold the line against cav. And I send my legionary cav around to envelop his Praetorians. Right, so he's trying to get out of there, but it's too late. I seal the trap and his Praetorians are caught and utterly enveloped, and they will rout very soon. That 1 unit goes, 3 unit goes, and soon his general routes as well. Right there, Dante's general runs, and with his cavalry gone, there's only his infantry left, and that gives me cavalry superiority, and I can wrap around his flank with my cavalry and my auxiliar spearmen. Right, so I charge my legionnaires forward. He's trying to get his archers to soak up pila, and it's sort of working, but most of my legionnaires are already targeting his men, his urbans. Right, my first cohort takes some pila damage, and Dante charges his urbans into the fray. So the men, our ranks clash. But notice one thing: Dante's kept his men in guard mode, and that reduces their effectiveness when it comes to attacking. They'll hold formation, but they won't bother wrapping around the enemy's flank, so that makes it a lot easier for me to launch hammer and anvil strikes in his rear, and allows my men to press the attack. So here his front line is collapsing. I surround his urbans utterly and devastate them. He's arranged his men in long thin lines, and that makes them really vulnerable to hammer and anvil strikes, unlike my men who are arranged in thick maneuverable fighting blocks, as Pure normally arranges his men. Or was it? I can't remember. It was Clony the Scourge. Clony the Scourge is a great fan of arranging his men in thick fighting blocks, and I agree with that because it makes your men that much more maneuverable, and it prevents breakthroughs and reduces the effectiveness of hammer and anvil strikes. With then long thin lines, it allows the enemy to puncture through their lines easily and makes them really susceptible to hammer and anvil cavalry strikes. So this battle is pretty much mine. A lot of my Dante's urbans are dead, his cavalry are all but gone, and I'm just mopping up what's left of his troops here. So Dante admits defeat here, and here's the result screen. There's a heroic victory. I deployed 1,224 men and killed 1,067, had 709 men remaining. Dante, he deployed 1,168 men, killed 601, had 94 men remaining. So GG to Dante, hope you guys enjoyed this and see you guys next time.